Alright, so today we're going to be trying to make some earrings out of the back of these 12 gauge shells here. Wife's birthday's coming up, so we're going to make her a little gift for cheap. You know how it goes. I tried to start this project last night because I just couldn't sleep. Started about midnight. Took me about 5 minutes. I busted one of these Dremel bits up and cut my thumb. So it's bleeding everywhere. And that took about 5 or 10 minutes. So I decided it was maybe not the best time to keep going on that. So we stopped last night. We're back here this morning, and hopefully it goes a little better for us. So first things first, we got to kind of drill off the back of these, a couple of these pieces. See if we can punch a hole here in one of these, or if I need to put a back plate on here to hold the rings as well as the earring hooks on the back of these shotgun shells. So let's see what we can do. Just to reiterate that friendly reminder I just said there, if you start a project and it's late and you're bleeding in the first 5 minutes, usually best call is to stop and wait till the next morning. That's what I did on this one. So thumb was bleeding everywhere and decided it was probably the best idea to stop. Alright, so we got 2 of these caps cut off. I just went right around underneath the metal on that ring, and then used a screwdriver just to push this little cap out. It looks like there's a kind of like what we saw on this one. There's a little cap connected to the middle where the firing pin hits, and I'm assuming that's what holds the powder and then shoots the shot. So kind of interesting. But we just got to figure out how to get this plastic piece off. Might be something as easy as just grinding off as well, but we'll see, because I'd like to have these just a little flatter, just the flat piece on the earring. So you can see here I went and grabbed some pliers. That way I wasn't holding the thing directly next to the Dremel, just so I didn't hurt myself. And then I decided to hold it right next to the Dremel anyway. So you can see me dropping it every 5 seconds there because it's heating up, but I just didn't want to mangle the front of those shotgun pieces for the earring. Alright, got those sanded off the back. Just need to sand down this back bit so it's a little smoother. Without any rough edges, and then we'll see if we can punch a hole through one of these. Probably practice on this one with a drill bit or something, so we can get those loops through and get those hooks attached. See how they look. So I did snap a small drill bit on this. I think I was using a 16th bit, and I snapped the first one, so that was pretty awesome. But I ended up getting them through both of them with the second drill bit I got. Right here I'm cleaning off a little bit of a plastic film that showed up from the shotgun shells heating up, which was pretty interesting. Not sure if you noticed that in the past clips, but there's a little film that came off as it started heating up from using the Dremel as well as the drill. So peeled that off, and then right here I just used the Dremel on the back just to clean up any sharp edges that may have been left from cutting it open, so it's not so sharp on your ear or your neck as it's hanging there. I did end up painting the back of those just with a little bit of gold paint, which you'll see here shortly. I felt that was a little bit of a cleaner look than seeing that glue, just that white glue on the back of the earrings. So we decided to do that, clean them up, but overall I think they turned out pretty good. I will mention as well those hooks that hook onto your ear are actually sterling silver, just because my wife's ears are a little sensitive to anything less than that. So we used those to make sure they didn't puff up. As well, I ended up putting a little super glue just on that middle piece where the gunpowder went, just so that wouldn't fall out. Here I started making the antler earrings. I found a couple extra sections of that antler that I'd cut off previously when I'd made a few other versions of these. I'll post pictures of those as well. I made 2 other earrings out of these antler sections, which I actually like better than how these ended up. What I ended up doing with these, I just took some wire, I ran it through that loop in the antler and then tied a knot in it. Then I slipped that knot back down into that hole in the antler, added a little super glue on both sides just to hold that knot there. Then I took that loop, ran the beads through it up till the top. I ended up putting 3 beads on, and then I took that loop, hooked it into the eyelet of the hook. Then I added a little super glue into the eyelet just to keep everything from slipping out again and having the beads fall everywhere. So these ended up turning out okay. Like I said, I like the previous variations I made a little better, but these are a little longer, just a little different style than the previous ones that you'll see here in a little bit. Overall, I am happy with how both sets of earrings turned out. Either way, even if the wife doesn't wear them too much, we at least learn something. Hopefully in the future they turn out a little bit better for us. And here's the close-up picture of both the sets I made today. I do like those shotgun shell pieces a little bit more. Maybe it's just because they're shinier, but I think they're a little bit simpler and I pull off the look just a little bit better. And here's those other two variations I made in the past of those antler cutoffs. They're a little bit shorter, a little simpler. Maybe that's just my style. I like that a little bit more, but I do like these pair of antler cutoffs a little bit more than the ones I made today. But either way, there's a few ideas for you of what you can make in the future. Let me know which set's your favorite down in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.